Hey Siri, define the word depression.
Depression means feelings of severe despondency and dejection. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. Hey Siri, define the word anxiety.
Anxiety means a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
Hey Siri, can you tell me what the imposter syndrome is?
Here's some information.
Okay, imposter syndrome is also known as imposter phenomenon or importurism, as a psychological occurrence in which people doubt their skills, their talents, or their accomplishments and have a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as frauds. So basically, the imposter syndrome is like, let's just say that you win, I don't know, a trophy for being the best martial artist in the world. You're not going to accept that as you being the best. You're going to start to thank everybody else. You're going to start to put the energy to everybody else, but you're not going to accept it. That's what the imposter syndrome is. Today's video, I'm titling today's video that everything is not a joke. Everything is not a joke. And the reason why I'm going to title it that way, those words that you saw me expressing was anxiety and depression, basically, right? There are men right now that you are around every day in your club, in your church, in your school, in your job. Men that you consider to be family, men that you consider to be friends, all of that. I'm talking about people who you are close with, that you think everything is good. And when everything is good, what do? We joke. We joke about things that most people can't joke about. But sometimes we can joke about things that will make other people laugh, and the other person, the person that you're joking about, will also laugh on the external, but on the internal, they're crying. Because you're given things, you're using words that are like degrading. You're using words that are like dark magic over their mind. Maybe it's something they're going through personal. Maybe they have a weight issue and you are joking about their weight. Maybe they have a problem with confidence and you're joking about something that takes away their confidence, but they don't want to show the weakness because men are supposed to be what? We're supposed to be aggressive. We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be all of that, right? So you're not going to see that side. You don't know deep inside that this individual is drowning. This is what the signs of anxiety and depression is. So I want you all to start to look at those signs. Don't use other people's dilemmas or their downfalls or their experiences to make jokes from it, because you don't know what this individual is going through. Especially when you know somebody's going through something in their life, you know it already. Joking is not always a solution, because you are being a comedian. You are utilizing this individual's weakness. It's like the devil, right? The devil, whether you believe in the devil or not, Lucifer, Satan, the devil, whatever, Santa Claus, all right? The devil is never going to find you where you're strong. The devil's never going to ever bother you where you're strong. So if you know you're strong spiritually, what the devil will do, the devil will seek out other ways to get to you. And that other ways can be through people. It can be through your children. It can be through your wife. It can be through your dog. It can be through your mother. It can be through anything. The devil will get to you one way or another. Trust me, the devil has gotten to me before my life, okay? And I'll give you an example. Me, my mom, my wife, my kids, we're driving cross country. We're going cross country, trying to surprise my brother because we were going to just have this big thing. And my mother just had a change of heart and started acting kind of crazy. And my mother, I had said, stop being a Vincent. Vincent is my father. My father is known to be very angry and ignorant and all that. And my mother said, I'm a devil. My mother called me the devil. Man, that's the first time in my life that I felt anger towards my mom, because that was the trigger. So you see, the devil got to me through her. You see what I'm saying? The devil would get to you, not through you and your strengths, but the devil would get to you in your weakest points. And that's what you got to be mindful of, right? So somebody could be thinking about suicide. Somebody could be thinking about drinking. Somebody could be thinking about going and cheating on their wives. Somebody could be whatever it is. You can be the trigger point. Like somebody might have a sexual addiction. I had a friend of mine in California had a sexual addiction. I had no idea that he had a sexual addiction. Okay? And every time we go out, I'll be like, damn, look at that ass. That ass look good, boy. Look at them titties. Whoa, the usual stuff that we do. My wife know how I am. I'm not taking it any further. To me, I'm not taking it any further, but I didn't know that I'm feeding anything in this man's mind. You understand what I'm saying? To me, I didn't know I'm feeding anything in his mind. So that's what I mean when I say we got to be more mindful. And then years later, he told me about his problem, that he had an issue and he was going to get these massages with happy endings and all these different things. I had no idea. So everything is never a joke, right? The things that you think you're playing games with, I promise you, stop it. Like stop. Analyze your environment. Look, learn. I learned to look more. Okay, I learned to look more. I could tell when somebody is not really laughing. I could tell when they're not really happy because I'm on recon. I'm watching, I'm taking notes, and I'm looking to see, because depression is real and depression is getting worse amongst men. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. Anxiety is crazy. Hey Siri, define anxiety. Hey Siri, define anxiety.
Anxiety means a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
So anxiety, worry about an event that never even happened yet. Anxiety, all right, let me break it down to y'all, because maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Depression and stress normally comes from things that took place in the past. It's things that already happened. Anxiety is things that did not happen. Anxiety is things that did not take place yet. These are things that can take somebody out. They don't know if she's going to say yes to the marriage. They don't know if they're going to lose their house. They don't know if they're going to get that raise. They don't know what's around that corner. So anxiety begins to show up as depression because they're starting to live in the future, which becomes the past, and they don't live in the present. And then the present becomes the future, and the past becomes the present, and it gets confusion, right? It's very confusing. What I want you to think about, if you're going through this, is to think about the present moment. How can you elevate your mind and elevate your spirit into a better place? How can you stop allowing the negativity to take you and drown you? How can you live your life on a more God level, a godlike level, right? When I say godlike level, take it the way you want to take it. Live your life on a godlike level. Put yourself above the material, because most of us have issues based on the materialistic portion of the world. And start to focus more on your spiritual. Start to hang around people who will uplift you and not people who's going to downgrade you. The people that you think is your brothers or your sisters, maybe they're not. If you feel yourself anxious or not happy around them, don't be around them. I'm telling you that. Find a circle of people who can help you to elevate and who you can feel good to elevate as well. And here's another thing. People like myself, who was normally happy, normally motivational, we are normally the most loneliest people in the world, because your wives, your kids, your mom, your dad, your brothers, everybody sees you as a strong individual, but nobody really challenges you. They don't ask you questions. They don't challenge you with, hey, I need for you to do this. So now you are living in this bubble with no motivation. Nobody's inspiring you to be better. Nobody's encouraging you to be better. If you're a man and you're married or you're in a relationship and your wife is not motivating or pushing you, I understand, because that is something that sometimes I go through. Sometimes I go through it. I want to be challenged, right? But because I know how my wife is, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to analyze and I'm going to accept what it is. Am I going to be happy about it all the time? No. But people are designed to be who they are. And when you try to define people for who they are not, then it doesn't make sense. For me, in my marriage, if I feel like my marriage ain't gonna work and I feel like it's just wasting my damn time, then guess what? Thank you very much. I'm not gonna kill myself and get old and decrepit, worried about something or somebody who I can't change. And I'm trying to tell y'all this because I'm speaking to y'all real. I'm giving y'all real talk. I'm not here to baby nothing. I'm here to tell you depression, anxiety, stress, all that stuff is killing men, is destroying men. We are losing our identity. And I want us to be able to gravitate and build our identity again. And I said in my last video when I talked about the depression, you have to let yourself free. Stop holding on to things that is no longer relevant to you. If you're holding on to things that's not relevant, then what's the point of moving further? How can you move further? You cannot. So it's up to you now to start speaking your truth. Speak your truth. When they say the truth shall set you free, it's true, but the truth will hurt like a mother in the beginning, and then it will set you free. But how can you possibly move when you got 5,000 pounds on your back? You got to shed those pounds off your back. You got to get rid of the pounds so you can move freely. You got financial problems? Stop spending so much money. Cut out some of the bills. Get rid of your phone. Get rid of the cable. Get rid of all the stuff for now. Put yourself on a 2-year plan. You got relationship issues, check into yourself first. And if you are not the issue, then the person you're with is the problem. Get rid of that problem. If it's not working for you, get rid of the problem. You got problems in your job, then maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're not working hard enough. Maybe you're not putting out enough effort. Maybe you're not shining enough. Maybe you are. Maybe the job just want to keep you there and keep you stagnated. You got to make the decisions. You got to look, stop, analyze. You got to really, really take note of where you are in your life, where you want to be at, and put it into action. Okay, people say pray, 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 pray. Yeah, you could pray all day. I'm going to tell you again, when you get on your knees, you're not praying. The prayer is what you're thinking about every single day. The universe is listening to you. Whether you want to take it the way you take it, you want to take it wrong, take it bad, the things that you think about the most is what you attract to your life. Okay, when you pray for the job to be better, but you keep on thinking about the job being worse, you're going to get the worse because you're attracting the bad. You got to focus on what is good. You got to focus on what you want in your life. All right. That's my gist for today. I'm going to keep on rocking these topics because it's very important for us to start to gravitate towards. If you're a female watching this video, the same thing applies to you. But right now, I want to talk to men because women have a lot of places they can go. Men, we are very, 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 very limited. And because we are allowed to be men, okay, we got to be men. No, we're not allowed to be that. We're forced to be that. So we lock away. Don't lock away. In the comment section, share something that you've been through. Don't be afraid. Let it out. Let it go. Allow the God energy to move through your system and allow yourself to breathe a bit. Because right now, you're suffocating. You're stifling. And if you're not, and you're one of those guys that's cracking jokes on people and you think it's always funny, remember, check your surroundings. When you see your brother pulling away too long and you don't hear from them no more, please understand that everything is not okay. And if you ask them how you doing and they say I'm all good, they're lying. Dig deeper, okay? Don't assume. Don't ask the question how you doing just because it sounds good. Ask the question because you really, 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 really care. All right? This is Sensei. Let's get these miles. Let's get that money. Let's get that muscle. Let's keep it going. I'm out of here. Peace.